Hello and welcome, my Scorpio friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you so much for spending some time with me today and watching my video. This is a special video. It's a special reading. This is a reading for the harvest full moon. However, the full harvest moon lands on Friday the 13th. Now this doesn't happen very often. Actually, the next time we're going to see this happen is in 2046. So we have quite a ways until this happens again. The full harvest moon identifies that we've hit the peak of our current harvest season, while Friday the 13th traditionally signified a day of worship for the goddess. In pop culture, it's now been twisted to see that Friday the 13th is associated with scary and bad luck omens. However, that's not been always the case. And we're going to really embrace the worship of the goddess here. With these two beautiful events, the full moon, the harvest full moon, and Friday the 13th, these two events really embody abundance and fertility. The reading today will highlight this abundance. We're going to look at what you're going to create and manifest in your lives. The deck that I chose for this reading is the Tarot of the Haunted House, created by Sasha Graham and Mariko Periferiki. I've said his last name wrong, and I really apologize for that. It's a beautiful deck. I love it. I've also chosen it because it kind of pokes fun at pop culture and how things have turned to scary. And I think this deck really encompasses how scary can sometimes also be beautiful. Like always, I'm going to end the session off with an oracle blessing from the Enchanted Oracle created by Jessica Galbraith. I do have links below to both these gorgeous decks, so should they speak to you, you're able to go check them out for yourselves. Okay, my Scorpio friends, let's begin. What abundance will my Scorpio friends create for this full moon and, jumpers, Friday the 13th? Now, if you've seen other videos in this series, in the full harvest moon Zodiac series, you'll notice that there's a lot of jumpers in the events. Jumpers aren't uncommon. However, I've had jumpers in almost all my readings. I have a couple more readings to finish off in this series after I finish this video, and I've had jumpers in every single one of them. This deck is very much connected to the full moon and to Friday the 13th. Alright, we'll keep going though. What abundance will my Scorpio friends have for this full moon, the harvest full moon? A few more jumpers for you. And Friday the 13th. What information should my friends in the zodiac of Pisces know for this Friday the 13th full moon? Okay. Like I said, this deck is very much connected into what's happening. The first jumper that you guys had, it's a beautiful card, one of my favorites. It's the Star, the 17th card in the Major Arcana, and it really talks about hopes and dreams and how we can manifest them. This is not about having a fairy godmother come when you wish upon a star and grant us our wish. This is really much about us working towards our hopes and dreams and really manifesting and creating them in our lives. The second card that jumped out, and I won't lie, Scorpio, you've got a stack here, is the Eight of Swords. Eights are about achievement and manifestation. Now, if you look at the swords being about truth and knowledge, you can see she's not moving. She's got herself all bound up and penned in. She can't go anywhere. So right now we're looking at how your current mood, your current situation is really impacting your ability to try and achieve some of your hopes and dreams. Not only is past knowledge and situations impacting you, however, there's kind of an overall mood that during the summer we kind of picked up a lot of negative, gooey energy. And this gooey energy has to be dumped. It has to kind of be cleansed off of us. I don't know what happened over the summer, especially in North America. I'm picking up a lot of extra negativity, kind of really ill feelings. I'm not sure if it was the weather related or what happened, but it really impacted us, and we really need to now do some cleansing for it. The next card is the Page of Wands. Pages are that innocent, childlike energy. Wands associated with your passions and creativities. This talks about how the star really wants you to connect in with that passion and creativity, which makes sense because when we connect in with our passions and creativity, we can make anything happen. And right now, we can't make anything happen because we've got these swords. And that's kind of where our major work is going to be, is trying to alleviate the Eight of Swords. We have the Queen of Wands. Bearing in mind, I'm still in the jumper pile, guys. The Queen of Wands basically takes the page and really, really kicks butt with it. That feminine, nurturing energy associated with the Wands. She's got all the creativity flowing. She's very passionate. She's very sexualized. She's got it all going on. And she really wants to work and nurture you so that you guys can get the star kind of going, if you will. Kind of kicking it up a bit. Your next card, Scorpio, the next jumper, is the Knight of Cups. Knights are the big brother to the pages. Knights are that adolescent energy, that really big energy, that go big or go home, no fear, I can get this, I've got this, nothing's gonna touch me energy. And he's really gonna push the star. Between the Knight and the Queen, you're really looking at some dynamic energy coming in to really help kind of push and clear out this kind of negative yuck that you got going on here. Between your passions and your intuition, you're going to be able to really hone in on this line here, which is really going to push this to the side. I've been really encouraging people in this series to do some meditation on the full moon. And again, it's very evident here. This card has come up on a number of the zodiac readings in this series. And it's really connected in, like I said, in North America especially, I know there's a lot of kind of built up energies that we have to very much purge ourselves of. So she's come up a number of times, and so has the full moon meditations. Really important, even if you have an overcast night and you can't bask in the full moon's beauty, to sit and just sit in some quiet so that you can meditate and enjoy that energy. That energy is still there. It will still be radiating down. Not to mention, and part of the Eight of Swords and some of the energies that we're going to be fighting will be the energies of society. Society is putting out that fear and that bad luck energy, which isn't actually out there. We're projecting it. So we're getting kind of a clashing of energies, and that's really going to accentuate this kind of binding that you're going to feel. And it also will accentuate the crazy that's going to happen, because people are going to lose their minds tonight. So the next card, this is what's going to be your biggest challenge in all of this. This is their challenge card. And that's the Nine of Cups. I really like how the artists here have kind of accentuated and grasped on and used Pamela Coleman Smith's artwork within the card. I think that's really cool. Anyway, Nine of Cups. Nines are kind of a completion. Lots of hard work has gone into the Nine of Cups. Cups are associated with your intuition and emotions, just like the Knight here. He's worked hard. He's really done his justice, and now he's basking in the glory of all his work. He's feeling really good about where he is. Your challenge is going to be that this kind of complacency. We're happy with where we're at. We've worked hard to get here, and we should be proud. And this is true. However, to make changes in our lives, so to really follow our hopes and dreams, we kind of have to step outside that complacency. Yes, you've worked hard. Yes, you've done a great job. There's more work to do though. So he's going to be your biggest challenge. That kind of, yes, I've done all this hard work. Why would I want to do more? Well, you want to do more because you want to reach that hope and dream. Whatever it is that star is going to be kind of granting you. The next card is the 21st Major Arcana, the World. The reason you want to do this, the reason why the star is so important, the star is a Major Arcana. This is a Major Arcana. This is also known as the Dancer, and she talks about that new beginning, celebrating what you've achieved and that new beginning. And that's very much where that star is going to take you. Yes, you should celebrate what you have. However, there's a new beginning. We're unlocking that next door. That next step will come forward. And really, when you start to embrace that inner desire, those hopes and those dreams, we really do start to move ourselves forward. The next card that jumped out, the 10 of Cups. This really goes along the lines of the 9 of Cups. However, the star is going to really bring out this 10. The 10 of Cups is really the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. It really amplifies what you have and takes it to the next level. And that's what happens when you follow your hopes and dreams. When you follow those, like I said, things start to fall in place. Okay, this is the last card. Like I said, guys, you had a number of cards. And that's the 8 of Cups. So now we have the 8, the 9, the 10, and the Knight. We also have double 8s here. When you're looking at angel messages or angel communication through double numbers, double 8s means that positivity and prosperity are coming your way. You need to stay true to your passions. You're going to expand your limits. That's what the double 8s mean. Now, the 8 of Cups is an inner journey. That is how you're going to get rid of all this. This is going to, between this kind of binding gooky stuff that's happening, you also have the complacency. This is going to kind of overcome those. When you start to dive deeper, you're going to really be able to shed some of this buildup that you have, remove some of these swords so that you can truly accept and really jump in with both feet into your hopes and dreams, which automatically overcomes the 9, knowing that you have the 10 of Cups and the World at the end of that rainbow. Let's look at what your shadow card is. It's the last card in the deck. Shadow self is the self we've pushed to the very back that we don't really talk to, which we really should. This is Temperance. Temperance is the 14th card in the Major Arcana, and it speaks about balance and energy flow. Your energy flows will change. As you go into the 8 of Cups and you really start to dive into those kind of darker places, and you start to shed some of this buildup that you have, you're going to find that your energy starts to flow better and that you become more balanced. And both of those pieces will help with your kind of jumping into your hopes and dreams. This spread has a couple different major arcanas. We've got the Star, we've got the World, and we also have Temperance. All of these are very powerful cards. The original deck has them all as ladies. They're ladies here as well. But it embraces that goddess energy that's coming up on Friday. It's going to be really important to kind of allow that energy to envelop and invigorate you. It will help you dive into this. It'll help you rebalance and get this going. Friday's really going to be kind of a spring or a launching pad for you. Some of this will take you into the winter, because to start working on your hopes and dreams, that's not a one-day thing. That's a journey, and that's very much what this is a start of a journey for you. All right. Let's end this off with a blessing. What blessing does the full moon and Friday the 13th have for my Scorpio friends? And that's innocence. What a beautiful card. It really encompasses and embraces that nurturing energy that we're going to feel from on Friday. But it also talks about that importance of nurturing and loving ourselves. This is a depiction of a mother holding a baby. That innocent love, that innocent nurturing and compassion. Don't forget that you need to have that for yourself. Like I said, this is a journey, and some of it's going to get frustrating. The Eight of Swords is not a card where you're just like, oh, this is nothing. I can easily achieve this. Yeah, they're going to get some, you've got to shed stuff. Your ego is going to come into play in this as well. So it's going to get frustrating. Give yourself some nurturing and love. Don't forget that this is a process. Don't forget that this might take a little bit of time. For those who wish, you can pause the video here and reflect on the cards. This is a group reading, however, I drew these cards especially for my Scorpio friends. What are they saying to you? What information do they want to share? Like I said, this is a group reading. If you want an individual, personal reading into this topic or other topics, I have a link below and you can schedule a private reading with myself and we can dive into them together. That said, I hope you found this video helpful and that you're able to gain some direction and insight into the full harvest moon and into Friday the 13th. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching my video. I will continue to create videos for my zodiac friends in the upcoming weeks. If you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. I'm always up for feedback from my friends. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest content. You never know where I'm going to go next, and I'd hate for you to miss a video. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page with many tiers and lots of perks. And in some of those tiers, some of the perks are a private reading with me. I've provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out. Until tomorrow, my Scorpio friends.